Hello my dear friends and welcome to StudyIQ. I am Joycey Joy and today in this lecture we will discuss about the KALIA scheme in Odisha. Let us first understand the current affair. So we have been discussing about various issues regarding the farm loan waivers and also issues regarding MSPs. So government is trying hard to help the farmers out of the farmers' distress or the agrarian distress, and different governments at the state level and also the union government is trying hard to come up with a lot of solutions in order to address the issue of rural distress, which is primarily due to agricultural distress. And remember, the union government has also targeted to double the farmers' income by the year 2022. Now, in this context, the Odisha state government has come up with an alternative scheme which is called the KALIA scheme. So, KALIA scheme in Odisha serves as a better alternative to farm loan waivers which are being provided throughout the country in different states by different state governments. Now, let us understand what is the issue with agrarian crisis. So, there is rising farm distress or agrarian distress. It is due to price volatility, demand fluctuations, output fluctuations and also market fluctuations. So all these factors have culminated into a farm distress in the rural economy, and the agricultural economy itself has collapsed or they are undergoing a distress situation. And the state governments are looking for alternatives to provide reliefs to the farmers, and many alternatives like loan waivers, increasing the MSP, providing income support. So all these are done in different places in different states. We have discussed about the Raitu Bandhu scheme in Telangana. So different governments are trying out their best in order to help the farmers out of this agrarian distress. And in this context, Odisha shows a very new way under the KALIA scheme or the KALIA program. So we will discuss about the KALIA program in detail in this lecture. Let us understand what is KALIA scheme. So if we expand KALIA, it stands for Krushak Assistance for Livelihood and Income Augmentation. So this is KALIA scheme, and under the KALIA scheme, the Odisha state government provides financial, livelihood and cultivational support. And this is supported by insurance facilities to small, marginal and landless farmers. So the small, marginal and landless farmers are the beneficiaries of this scheme. And in the state of Odisha, this particular scheme benefits around 92% of the farmers in the state. So a majority of the farmers are covered under the scheme. So we can say that this is an inclusive scheme. Nobody is left out. Small, marginal and landless farmers are covered under the scheme, and 92% of the total farmers in the state are covered under the scheme. And government has earmarked 10,180 crore rupees for the plan in the next 3 years. So this is for the next 3 years. Now let us understand what are the major features of the scheme. There are mainly 5 major features for the scheme. The first one, assistance for cultivation. Second one, assistance for livelihood. Third one, assistance for vulnerable agricultural household. And fourth is assistance for life insurance. And the fifth one is interest-free crop loans. So these are the 5 major features of the scheme. We will see each of them in detail. The first one, assistance for cultivation. So under this KALIA scheme, the Odisha state government provides financial assistance of rupees 25,000 per farm family. And this is over the 5 seasons. So this 25,000 per farm family will be provided for small and marginal farmers. So farmers can purchase inputs like seeds, fertilizers, pesticides. They can cover the labor cost of the farm. They can also make investments, small scale investments in the farm, etc. using this 25,000 rupees which the government provides for a farm family for 1 year, and this will be provided for 3 years. So this is assistance for cultivation. Now second feature, assistance for livelihood. So here financial assistance of rupees 12,500 is provided to each landless agricultural household for agricultural allied activities. So the first one, assistance for cultivation, is provided to farmers who own the land but small and marginal farmers. But here assistance is provided to landless farmers because they do not have land in order to undertake cultivation. Government provides certain financial assistance in order to engage in some agricultural allied activities. So a financial assistance of 12,500 is provided to each agricultural household who doesn't own the land, that is landless agricultural household, to engage in some agricultural allied activities. For example, goat rearing, mushroom cultivation, beekeeping, fishery kits for fishermen, etc. are provided under this scheme. Now the third feature of the scheme is assistance for vulnerable agricultural household. So here the vulnerable household or agricultural household includes vulnerable cultivators, for example old age, disabled, or cultivators having some disease or any other vulnerability. So here vulnerable agricultural households plus landless agricultural laborers are included under the assistance for vulnerable agricultural households. So under this feature, vulnerable cultivators and landless agricultural laborers are provided with a financial assistance of rupees 10,000 per family per year, and this is in order to enable them to take care of their sustenance. So this is the third feature. Now coming to the fourth feature, the fourth feature is the provision for life insurance. So this KALIA scheme provides life insurance for cultivators and landless agricultural laborers. The life insurance cover is up to 2 lakh rupees and the premium is rupees 330, out of which the government will bear 165 rupees. And the eligibility is that all savings bank account holders of age between 18 to 50 years are eligible for this life insurance. And along with the life insurance, there is also a provision for personal accident cover. So this is also for an amount of rupees 2 lakhs. And the premium is here rupees 12, out of which rupees 6 will be borne by the government itself. And here also the eligibility criteria is that all the savings bank account holders of age between 18 to 50 years are eligible for this personal accident cover. Now the fifth feature is interest-free crop loan. The eligible category is vulnerable landless laborers, cultivators, agricultural families, and the selection is based on identification by the Gram Panchayat. So here Gram Panchayats are also involved in identifying the eligible beneficiaries. So here we will see it is participatory in nature. Gram Panchayats are the grassroots level government. Now they are also participated, or they are also given an opportunity to participate in this. So under the interest-free crop loans for up to 50,000 will be provided to these category of eligible farmers or cultivators with 0% interest rate. So these are the 5 features of the KALIA scheme in Odisha. Now we will understand or compare it with loan waivers or the features of loan waivers. So compared to loan waivers, the KALIA scheme helps in maintaining a repayment discipline in the banking system. So with regard to crop loans, what happens? The farmers believe that once today or tomorrow the loan will be waived off, so there is no need for repayment. So this will affect the repayment discipline in the banking system of the country. So, and even when crop loans are waived off, this will affect the banking system. So KALIA scheme, by providing direct support to the farmers, will not affect the payment discipline in the banking system. It will help in maintaining the repayment discipline. Second one, under the loan waivers, it penalizes the honest farmers who have already made the payment on their time. There might be some farmers who have already made the payment to the banks. So these farmers get cheated, or they feel they are penalized, because if they wouldn't have made the payment, they would have also been benefited out of the loan waivers. So this is the second thing. And thirdly, loan waivers also discourage farmers to make payments or repayments to the banks. Now if we take the Odisha case study, the Odisha government has identified a total of 32 lakh cultivators in the state of Odisha. So there are 32 lakh total cultivators, and only the richest 20 lakh have farm loans. That means the upper layer, that is the richest farmers who account for 20 lakh, they have availed the farm loans. So if there is any loan waiver, they are the beneficiaries, because it is the richer farmers who have access to formal credit, because they have collateral, they have bank accounts, they have more access to formal credit. So by waiving of the farm loans, it benefits the upper strata or the richer farmers. This is the conclusion from Odisha case study. So KALIA scheme will help the targeted group, that is those farmers who are in distress or those farmers who are in need of the help of the government. Now let us also understand some of the shortcomings of the KALIA scheme. So two major shortcomings. One is the difficulty in the implementation of the scheme. Why? Because Odisha is a backward state. So because it's a backward state, there is fewer financial and administrative resources in the state. So with this lack of financial and administrative resources, the state may feel it difficult to implement the scheme in its best possible way. So this is the shortcoming with regard to KALIA scheme in Odisha. This can be adopted by other state governments as well. Telangana government has its own program called the Raitu Bandhu scheme. So such type of schemes which has got a state specification or specialization for the requirements of the state will help better than the farm loan waivers or increase in the MSPs, etc. You can find the PDF of this lecture on my Facebook page, and for any queries regarding your UPSC preparations, you can get in touch with me on my Facebook page, or you can email me at joyce.studyiq@gmail.com. Thank you. I wish you all a very good day.